প্রিয় দর্শক, আসসালামু আলাইকুম। আপনাদেরকে আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি আজকের বিশেষ এই আয়োজনে। কমনওয়েলথ ট্রেড অ্যান্ড ইনভেস্টমেন্ট ফোরাম 2023-কে ঘিরে আমরা আজকে বিশেষ আলোচনার আয়োজন করেছি। আপনারা জানেন যে প্রথমবারের মতো বাংলাদেশে 56 দেশের ট্রেড লিডার্সরা আসছেন কমনওয়েলথ ট্রেড অ্যান্ড ইনভেস্টমেন্ট ফোরাম 2023-কে ঘিরে, এবং এই বিষয়ে কথা বলবার জন্য আজকে স্টুডিওতে দুজন বিশেষ ব্যক্তিত্ব আমার সাথে যুক্ত হয়েছেন। শুরুতে আপনাদের সাথে পরিচয় করে দিচ্ছি সালমান এফ রহমান এমপি, প্রাইভেট ইন্ডাস্ট্রি অ্যান্ড ইনভেস্টমেন্ট অ্যাডভাইজার টু দ্য প্রাইম মিনিস্টার, গভর্নমেন্ট অফ পিপলস রিপাবলিক অফ বাংলাদেশ। এরপরে আপনাদের সাথে পরিচয় করিয়ে দিচ্ছি লর্ড মারল্যান্ড অফ অস্টক, চেয়ারম্যান কমনওয়েলথ এন্টারপ্রাইজ অ্যান্ড ইনভেস্টমেন্ট কাউন্সিল CWEIC। স্যার, ওয়েলকাম।
How are you? Thank you.
আপনারা বুঝতেই পারছেন আমাদের সাথে একজন বিদেশি অতিথি আছেন যিনি কমনওয়েলথ থেকে আজকে এই আলোচনায় যুক্ত হয়েছেন। Given the very nature of this program, we have to conduct this in English. So,
thank goodness for that.
Otherwise, sir, you would be.
I wouldn't understand a word. My Bangla's not very good, I'm afraid.
So, we'll conduct this program in English. আর যদি দরকার হয় আপনাদের কাছে আমরা মাঝে মাঝে বাংলায়ও ফিরে আসব। শুরুতে মিস্টার সালমান এফ রহমান, question to you. Commonwealth Trade and Investment Forum 2023 is taking place in Dhaka, in Bangladesh, a proud moment for Bangladesh indeed. And as a host nation, this is a prestigious forum that Bangladesh is hosting, and you are the co-host. Could you please tell us more about what's happening in Dhaka?
Thank you. First, forward, just like you have mentioned, we are hosting the Commonwealth Trade and Investment Forum. This is being organized jointly by the Commonwealth Enterprise and Investment Council, of which Lord Marland is the chairman, and our Foreign Ministry and BIDA. This is being done, and they have a strategic partner, ZI Foundation out of UK. And I would like to take this opportunity to thank Lord Marland for selecting Bangladesh to be the venue for this first ever Commonwealth Trade and Investment Forum. We had a very good response. Over a dozen ministers from a number of Commonwealth countries are attending, and over 250 foreign delegates, businessmen, will also be attending, in addition to the Bangladeshi business community representatives from there. The purpose is that, as you know, we are all members of the Commonwealth. Father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, actually joined the Commonwealth immediately after Bangladesh became independent, and since then we have had a very, very close relationship with the Commonwealth. Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina has attended a number of Commonwealth events, especially Chogam, which is the head of government meetings which take place annually. And keeping that in mind, we thought that this is the right and appropriate time for us to do a business-related event with the Commonwealth, and especially to showcase Bangladesh. As you know, we have achieved a lot in these last 15 years, and there's a huge amount of opportunity, and this forum, I think, is going to be, in addition to showcasing Bangladesh and showing what are the investment opportunities over here, also will be a very, very good opportunity for networking. So all the various people who will be attending, networking, and I strongly feel that people-to-people contact is very, very important for increasing trade and investment.
Thank you so very much for your answer. Lord Marland, I'll come to you now. Could you please tell us what are you trying to achieve from this forum, from Commonwealth perspective, especially when top trade leaders are joining in this forum? As sir mentioned, around 56 countries and their leaders are coming in.
Yeah, well, we're, as Salman so beautifully puts it, we're a networking organisation. We engender trade and business intra-Commonwealth, not exclusively intra-Commonwealth, but that's our principal desire within the 56 countries of the Commonwealth. As Salman, as I said earlier, beautifully put it, we've got a very broad spread of Commonwealthians coming. It was like the United Nations at the airport this morning when I arrived from Dubai. And they've all come here because it doesn't take the wit of man to work out that Bangladesh, as the second fastest growing economy in the world, with debt to GDP of 20%, and you've just had President Macron here, whose debt to GDP is 147%, and in the UK, where I live, it's 95%. So the Bangladeshi economy is set fair for a very good long time. People see in Bangladesh a hard-working, entrepreneurial nation where there is opportunity. The government has also set out a framework of investment in infrastructure, and just talking in the car with Salman earlier, the desire to increase tourism, for example. But this leads to lots of opportunities for other Commonwealth businesses and Commonwealth countries to not only invest here, but also purchase Bangladeshi products, of course, much of which they've been doing anyway, but being part of that incredible boom that this country is having, and looks set fair where the rest of the world are in a lot of trouble to be booming in the future.
Right. I mean, that's a very good point that you raised.
I'm glad I raised a good point. I go to the top of the class.
Of course you are. And when the whole world is suffering because of the different geopolitical tensions, Bangladesh is quite doing good in sustaining these challenges. So
I think everyone wants a piece of it. That's the reason they're all coming.
Absolutely. So far, how is your experience in Bangladesh?
There's a lot of traffic. There's a lot of traffic. No, it's great. I've met Salman and a number of your ministers, and I've had the privilege of meeting the Prime Minister on a few occasions. I'm incredibly impressed by the energy and the focus and the sort of direction of travel that's been identified by the government here. I think it's incredibly refreshing, and as I said earlier, I've always been struck, and we have a lot of Bangladeshis in the UK, so I've known Bangladeshis and I've known of Bangladesh for a long time. I'm always struck at how hard-working they are, how entrepreneurial they are, and in a world where a lot of people think 4-day and 3-day a week is satisfactory, it's really quite refreshing to come to a country where people think 7 days a week is satisfactory, and it's a lesson to a lot of countries who are going to go through this hardship, that the way to prosperity, and indeed the way out of poverty, is through hard work, through trade and investment, and it's demonstrated very admirably here.
Yeah, you mentioned about the heavy traffic that you came across, but we can tell you the smart Bangladesh is making, and the elevated expressway, all the big development projects are happening. It will be addressed very soon.
Well, I'm looking forward to that moment.
I'll get back to you again, sir. Sir, I will come to you. Bangladesh is in the important crossroads right now of LDC graduation, right? And we have significantly progressed and delivered on our economic development and growth of this country. And going forward, you will be needing a lot of investment, more investment. So what are your plans? What are your offers for those 56 other countries that are coming in Bangladesh?
So basically, you're absolutely right. We are at crossroad. Especially, we are now graduating from an LDC to a middle income country.
Right.
And this is giving us a huge amount of opportunities, but at the same time also a number of challenges. And so we have to address the challenges. And I think one of the challenges, and I mentioned this in a seminar this morning, in an event this morning, that one of the challenges is that we have to be very careful that after graduation, we don't fall into the middle income trap, which many countries which have graduated fall into. So if, Honorable Prime Minister's target which she has set in 2041 that Bangladesh should become a developed country.
Yeah.
And in order to meet that target, it's very, very important that we have to make sure that after graduation, the kind of growth which we have experienced, we can continue to keep up with that pace. In order to do that, investment is very, very important. Trade is very, very important. And also, what is very important and which is happening is that the way business is being done is also changing. We are now coming into the fourth industrial revolution, where you are talking about artificial intelligence, you are talking about blockchain technology, you are talking about computer, the computing which is taking place, all of this. And so again, we have been proactive as far as the fourth industrial revolution is concerned. Prime Minister has set forward that now that from digital Bangladesh, as we become graduate into a middle income country, our target is now to become a smart Bangladesh. And we have 4 components of the smart Bangladesh, that is smart citizen, smart society, smart economy and smart government.
Right.
And these are the 4 components on which we are working. So events like this, the Commonwealth Trade and Investment Forum which we have organized, having many countries of the Commonwealth coming tomorrow, so in the sessions which we have organized, again, how to achieve smart Bangladesh, there are a number of sessions over there. Then of course, which Lord Marland mentioned, tourism is one new area. So you are saying what are the opportunities we want to. So we have now, on tourism we have one session. Then of course the traditional manufacturing, trade, all those things will continue. But side by side, the new issues which are being identified are also going to be discussed. And as you know, Bangladesh has, under leadership of Honorable Prime Minister, we are trying to create a enabling environment for both foreign as well as domestic investors. We are working on ease of doing business, to improve the ease of doing business. That is one of the initiatives that have been taken. So all of this together, I think events like these actually help a lot to achieving what the targets which we have set for ourselves.
Yep. Thank you so much for making all these points very clear to our audience. And I know for a fact that Bangladesh has changed its approach from labor-intensive industry to skill-based, knowledge-based economic approach. And obviously, there will be digital skills, cloud computing, blockchain, you rightfully mentioned. And creating this global market for Bangladeshi skills, labor, this new era of workforce that SAR is right now working on. What kind of opportunity do you see in the Commonwealth community? Do we have this kind of market for us?
Well, I think the challenge for the Commonwealth community is, as Salman was alluding to, AI, blockchain, etc., are going to dispose of the requirement for a lot of jobs. 60% of all the Commonwealth citizens are under 30. That's a third of the world's population. 60% of them are under 30. You go to Africa, 70% of the population are under 30. So the challenge and the responsible challenge for Bangladesh is, how do I provide jobs and education and a future for that generation, given that I've got technology and coming in, and AI and all these sort of things coming in at pace. I don't think it's going to be a big problem for Bangladesh because, as I said earlier, you've got a hard-working, entrepreneurial race of people. It'll be a bigger challenge for the West, who are not wanting to be so hard-working and entrepreneurial. But it is nonetheless going to be a very important part of the future for every economy. The problem with growth and moving into a middle class, middle income type economy is, as Salman said, you end up with growth pains. And let's hope that the growth pain is not doing less work.
Right.
Because if you do less work, you'll find you'll be replaced by something that is not human.
Yeah.
But to finish off, I mean, I'm thrilled to be here. It's a really exciting economy. We've opened up an office today with the great generosity and support from the Bangladesh government and the Z Foundation. This is our 11th Commonwealth office. It's our third or fourth this year, so we're forging ahead, and that just increases the Commonwealth network. And this event tomorrow and Thursday is a flag in the ground of Bangladesh is absolutely key to the Commonwealth's future, and its participation since the father of the nation subscribed to it early on has been generous, supportive, and now is sort of in a really good position to take command and control.
Thank you so very much. It's so inspiring. We are almost at the end of this program, but before that, I think I cannot hold myself back. I want to ask this question to you, sir. I mean, Bangladesh is one of the climate vulnerable countries, and you will be meeting all this investment leader. There is that, green investments, most talked about topic. How you are planning to get green investment to ensure the sustainable economic growth for this country?
This is a very good question. In fact, actually, climate change is a big challenge for Bangladesh. And, as my Honorable Prime Minister in last COP27, she has always championed the climate change, the climate adaptation. And Bangladesh will be one of the worst sufferers of climate change. So we have always been asking the Western governments that, and not only the governments, but the West in totality to actually do much more than that is required. Yesterday, President Macron mentioned that he is now pretty tired of giving speeches on climate change. He said, I want to see more action. And he says that I want to lead that action. We have done quite well as far as green, we have the largest number of garment factories. Our biggest business, manufacturing business is garments. And we have the largest number, more than 11 green certified factories in Bangladesh, the largest in the whole world. And then we are now going, as you know, for solar energy. We are looking at wind energy. So, and for total adaptation, government has made the Delta plan. So a lot of work is being done, and I think there is a huge amount of investment available also in green industry. If you can have industry which is green, eco-friendly industry, we are looking at eco-friendly tourism. And and to attract green investment over there. So all of this is going to be discussed over the next 2 days, and I'm sure that all of these opportunities will be availed of.
Thank you so very much. Lord Marlan, thank you for coming over to our studio and having this very fruitful discussion. Channelized studio.
Very nice to be here.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to host you. And Mr. Salman F. Rahman, I wish you all the best in next 2 days. I mean, it is going to be exciting one for Bangladesh, and we are looking forward to fruitful outcomes.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
প্রিয় দর্শক মণ্ডলী, এতক্ষণ কথা বলছিলাম দুজন বিশিষ্ট জনের সাথে। আপনারা নিশ্চয়ই এতক্ষণে বুঝতে পেরেছেন কমনওয়েলথ ট্রেড অ্যান্ড ইনভেস্টমেন্ট ফোরাম 2023 শুরু হতে যাচ্ছে, যেখানে 56টি দেশের ট্রেড লিডার্স, কমনওয়েলথ সদস্যভুক্ত 56টি দেশের ট্রেড লিডার্সরা আসছেন। অনেক আলোচনা হবে, অনেক দিক নির্দেশনা আসবে, এবং আমরা আশা করছি স্মার্ট বাংলাদেশের যে ভিশন আমরা এই মুহূর্তে দেখছি মাননীয় প্রধানমন্ত্রী শেখ হাসিনার নেতৃত্বে যে স্মার্ট বাংলাদেশ নির্মাণ হচ্ছে, সেইখানে এই ফোরামটি অত্যন্ত গুরুত্বপূর্ণ ভূমিকা পালন করবে। আগামী 2টি দিন আমরা অধীর আগ্রহে অপেক্ষা করব এই ফোরাম থেকে কি আউটকাম আসে সেটি দেখবার জন্য, এবং আপনারাও নিশ্চয়ই আমাদের সাথে থাকবেন, জানতে চাইবেন কিভাবে বিশ্ব নেতারা কথা বলছেন বাংলাদেশকে স্মার্ট বাংলাদেশে রূপান্তর করবার জন্য। ধন্যবাদ এতক্ষণ আমাদের সাথে থাকবার জন্য।